All right, so two very different guitars in a way, but they're both, I think, at the core, they're both acoustic guitars. And everybody should practice with acoustic guitars because really you can kind of hear the polyphonic nature of the instrument in and of itself when there's nothing coloring the tone. And it's just your fingers and perhaps a pick. And yeah, the acoustic properties of the instrument in and of itself. So kind of very different in the sense that this is still built off of a foundation that is going to be amplified. Although it's sort of like a hybrid in the sense that this particular Heritage H575 actually has a solid spruce top and actually has a really nice acoustic tone that is probably very, very hard to transmit in a YouTube video. Obviously, in this one, I have it strung with Tomastic Infeld 13, so it's an unfair comparison between that and the Eastman AR503. And the fact that this is a cutaway, you're just not going to get as much acoustic properties out of this as possible. So if this were strung with round wounds or even bronze strings, these also have bronze strings on them. You know, it'll be a little bit more of a fair match, let's just put it that way. But the bottom line and the point of this is that to practice with an acoustic instrument as much as possible, because you will hear all of the nuances of the guitar, you'll hear any mistakes that you're making. It'll just improve your playing overall. And for me, I started on an acoustic guitar. So for years, I had a Yamaha, I guess, copy of a D18 for 6, 7, 8 years. And when I first started playing guitar, I didn't own any electric guitars. So that's all I played, even jazz lines I was trying out. So it helped me tremendously, just to work off of an acoustic instrument. And also too, I had no pedals, no nothing. And by the way, I was trying to play Hendrix and all this other stuff on an acoustic instrument. So it wasn't like me trying to play folk music. So I was trying to imitate jazz players and things of that nature. So that's why on this channel a lot you'll see me play classical guitar, steel string guitar, acoustic guitar, because at its core, a guitar is an acoustic instrument. Dare I say that even when you're trying a solid body guitar, before you put your money down, don't plug the thing in, sit somewhere and see how the damn wood resonates. If it resonates really well, there might be something that you want to acquire and stuff. So far too often when I watch these videos, people are, they're plugged into something, and then, what are you trying? You trying out the guitar? Are you trying out the pedal or the amp and things of that nature? And also too, like I said, it's like, I like the subtlety of guitar playing. I like not plugging in sometimes. It just gives you a different texture to the whole instrument. So anyway, practice unplugged as much as possible. It's funny when that whole phrase became very popular. I don't know if it was like the 80s, MTV Unplugged, for those of you old enough to remember what MTV is. It's just funny because that's probably how they wrote the music. It was never plugged in when Bon Jovi and all these people come on MTV Unplugged. So I always thought that was interesting to have that notion. And it's the same thing about guitar unplugged. It's an acoustic instrument, okay? It should be unplugged at some level. So unleash the chord from time to time, practice, really listen to the nuances of what you're playing, and you're going to become a better player. To me, it's like lifting weights, because a lot of the pedals and even a little bit of reverb or delay or an expensive or a really nice amp, it's just coloring your sound a little bit, and you can hide from that. They add some beauty from time to time, but sometimes the pure naturalness of the guitar, unadulterated sound, is the most beautiful sound around. All right? Thank you for watching. Practice and practice some more.